What's going on, guys? Game Taco for the win here. So usually I don't put myself on camera that often, but I figured we just hit 500 subscribers the other day, so it's a celebration, and what's a better way to celebrate than reviewing something like this. This is a Elgato Game Capture HD. This is a capture card. This is the one that I currently use. Before I had the Hauppauge 1212, and to be honest, this is just a breath of fresh air. I love this thing. So we're gonna get kind of down and dirty with this thing and see just how it works, and go through the features, what I like about it, what I dislike, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's take a look at how to hook this thing up to your computer or your TV and actually start recording. So it's actually really convenient. That's one of the things I really like about this, is that all you need is an HDMI cable. So comparing to what I had before, the Hauppauge 1212, where you had like these gigantic friggin' component cables, and it just really sucked because it was so heavy and bulky, and it just made everything, it was just not pretty. So anyway, when you open up your Elgato, or when I opened mine up at least, there was several things in it, one of which was this thing. This is a component adapter, but it also functions as a composite adapter, which is really handy, so that way you could capture all your older game consoles that do not use 480p or and above. There was an HDMI cable, which I already have hooked into the TV right here. What else? The USB cable, which is right here. I have it hooked into my laptop right now, but the cable's pretty long. It's probably like 4 or 5 feet, so if your TV is close to your computer, you might be able to work with that, but otherwise I recommend having a laptop to record things. So the first thing you want to do is just plug the USB into the Elgato. Now the Elgato is USB powered, which is also nice, so you don't need to have an extra power adapter, so that's always handy. Another difference between that and the Hauppauge 1212. So for your HDMI in, which is right here, you just plug the game console in. I'm going to demonstrate with the Wii U. I'm going to just turn that on real fast. And then the HDMI out on the other side just uses a simple HDMI cable, and you plug that in, and it should be showing up once I turn it on. And just give it a few seconds. My TV is not very good, unfortunately. So as you can see, it is totally working, so that's good. And I don't even have the software open on the laptop yet, so let's go ahead and open this and take a look at the software that comes with the Elgato Game Capture HD. So here we are in the Elgato Game Capture HD software. As you can see, on the left is the preview that's coming in from the Elgato and the game console, and on the right are kind of these different options. So let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is the preferences. So if you go to the preferences, you could choose where to save your stuff. Enable flashback recording. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Yeah, automatically check for updates. There are a whole bunch of really cool updates. The last one enabled live commentary and the ability to record older game footage, so that's always great. So it's nice to see that the company is actually supporting their product and their software that goes with it. Anyway, if we go down on the right here, we can click on these little gears, and this will bring up a whole bunch of different settings. So if I wanted to record something from, say, an Xbox 360, I could just click on the input device and change it to the Xbox 360, so it's all preset and everything. I could change it to PlayStation 3. The other menu is for things that are like older games and stuff like that, so HDMI component, composite, S-video, so that's always great to see. Let's go ahead and change it back to Wii U. You can record in full HD 1080p, which is really nice because the Hauppauge 1212 couldn't do that, only 1080i, and it had really huge file sizes. And as you can see, I don't have that much space left, only 92 gigs, which is really annoying. But the quality slider here is basically how good it looks, and will determine the file sizes. If you bump it up all the way to best, that's about 30 megabytes per second. So that's some pretty significant quality right there.
and that's also about twice of what the Hauppauge 1212 was, I believe. There are different options for preserving source format, stretch standard definition stuff. You can change things with the pictures. Doesn't affect it until I click OK though, so I'm not going to mess with that. Audio gain, and then if your TV is for some reason acting up, you can mess with these sliders to try and fix it and see if that'll fix the problem that you're having. So going back to the main screen, if we scroll down, we could control the game audio levels, which is really nice. Bump it up so it's really loud, lower it so you can't hear it at all. That's really great, and I use that a lot. Don't talk to me, dude. Alright, so I use that a lot, especially with the live commentary function, which is right here. You just click this button and it will actually take your voice from whatever audio input you choose and put that on into the file, the game footage file, I mean. And then you could also automatically reduce the game volume whenever you're talking, which is really great. So you could change the settings for that if you click this little gear right here. Oops. There we go. So as you can see, the threshold and attenuation for that's really useful. I use that a lot. Pretty much whenever I make any videos, I use that function. There is live streaming as well, so all you have to do is just put your Twitch TV account or whatever you use for streaming, and you just link that to the program, and then just click the button, and you're online instantly. It's really cool. Down below that, you could define your video however you want with the title, the game, description, and tags. So if I'm going to play Monster Hunter, I could type in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate with a capital L, get rid of that, and then I could say like killing monsters or something. And then you can put a description and tags in if you want. But, oops, I did not mean to move that. But what that's mainly used for is the edit function over here. If you click on the edit tab, you can actually see everything that you record, which is really cool because as you can see, I recorded a couple small videos. So there's a Miiverse, eShop, and the settings that I just kind of scrolled through real fast. Now the edit tab lets you like kind of really basic functions for editing videos and compiling them into montages. So I could like say I wanted to cut this right here. I could click the cut button, and then I could get rid of that, and I could put like the eShop on it or something. So that's really cool. And you know, it's just really really useful for doing like quick cuts and things like that. I personally don't use this at all because I have Premiere, which is right down there, as you can see, and that's what I use for all my editing because I just like something that's a little more in depth. Now let's go ahead and talk about, oh, my game is idle. I could touch the gamepad real fast. There we go. So earlier I mentioned flashback recording, which is right here, and the flashback recording, basically whenever you turn on the software and you're playing a game, it records everything, which is really useful for if you're playing like a really competitive game and you want to, and like you're not recording something and you get like a really awesome headshot or a kill streak or something, but since flashback recording is enabled, it did record it and it did save it, so you could hop over into the edit and just scroll back and find where you made this cool kill or whatever, and then you could actually use that footage again. So that's really helpful, but I have that turned off because of the hard drive reason, which is going down very quickly because I have fraps open. And basically the only thing that I really don't like about the software and the Elgato Game Capture HD is that whenever you save something, so here's those three files that I showed you earlier, the eShop, Miiverse, and the settings file, or movies that I made real fast. Basically, I saved those, and when they were done processing or whatever, they went to the folder that I chose, but it also saved them again in its own like little Elgato game capture library. So here they are again, and it's the exact same file. So it basically doubles the file sizes, which really bugs me, but I don't know. Like I deal with it by just going in here and clearing these out every once in a while, but that really bugs me, and I wish it really didn't do that. Another thing that bugs me is what is part of the live commentary is, it's not a huge deal, but whenever I record something, it always combines my voice with the actual file, and it doesn't save my voice as a separate like MP3 file or something. And the problem with this is that when I try to, like, say I'm recording something and I want to use just footage without my voice on it, but the only footage I have is from my live commentary, so basically I can't use any footage that I use for anything else other than the live commentary, which is really kind of annoying, but you know, I deal with it. I guess that just means I have to play the game again, which I don't know. But let's see if there's anything else in here. I think that's about everything. You can share your stuff with one click to a social media and things like that. If you go down here, there's a screenshot function. That's pretty cool. I just took a screenshot apparently. And I think that's about everything.
The Elgato Game Capture HD is simply an awesome capture card. I mean, it is a little expensive. It's about $180 or $160, something around there. I got mine a little cheaper off of eBay, but you can find them a little cheaper on Amazon as well. But you know what they say, you get what you pay for, and this thing simply blows my old Hauppauge 1212 out of the water. There are some things I don't like, such as the live commentary combining both your voice and the game footage into one video file only, and it saves everything twice for some reason. But overall, this thing is, I happily endorse this because it is such a great card. And if you're looking to record anything and put it on YouTube, or record something for whatever reason, just in general, then I highly recommend this because it's a great piece of hardware and it's just awesome. So anyway, this is Game Taco for the win, and hopefully this review was informative and helpful for you in case you're out in the market looking for a capture card. So I guess that's everything, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.